Good morning, church. This is Cord Bailey and Josey Robinson, my boy, here this morning. Just want to welcome you to church this morning. Excited to have you here. So I'm just going to share a couple testimonies, and then Josey, we're going to share about something we did last night. So first off, so I was in the ER the other day, and they couldn't start a line in this girl's room, an IV in this girl's room, and they were like, "Hey, can you go in there?" And I said, "Sure." And they said, "Well, just she's a little off, she's a little different, so just be aware, just be careful." And for me, when people say that, I'm like, okay, like Jesus is going to touch somebody. So I go in and I start talking to her, ask her story, and she's been in rehab 8 different times trying to get free. And I just remember she's been on coke, she's been on meth, she's been on pills, she's done it all. And so I told her, I said, "Hey, do you know Jesus can set you free and that he loves you?" And she was like, "Oh, I've done that." And she actually mentioned that she'd been hurt by a Catholic priest before. And I said, "I know you've been hurt." I said, "But Jesus is our high priest. He's the right priest, and he's not going to hurt you. He's going to do right, and he loves you." And started sharing the gospel with her, and she got saved. And it was really cool because there's no restrictions, because the nurse that was actually his nurse came in and walked in the room, and while I'm sharing the gospel, and she got touched. And so this thing isn't restrained. Like somebody else walks in, you're like, "Oh, I can't share anymore." No, you just keep going. And then there was somebody else too that got saved. There was like 3 or 4 people that got saved this week. Excuse me. Another one who had been on fentanyl and been on different things, and literally these people are just laying in beds waiting to hear the gospel. And they don't know that, but I know that. And so it's just really encouraging to be able to bring Jesus to these people. And so last night we went on something called what we're calling Adventure Nights. It's where we go and we share the gospel in our community, and because they're not going to change if we don't bring it to them. And Josey, you were, do you have that verse?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to let you talk then.
All right. So in my reading this morning, Romans 10:14, it says, "But how can they call on him to save them unless they believe in him? And how can they believe in him if they have never heard about him? And how can they hear about him unless someone tells them? And how will anyone go and tell them without being sent? That is why the scriptures say, how beautiful are the feet of the messengers who bring good news." So we talk about it, and we talk about it here in church and in the building of what we want to do and the people that need to hear the good news and hear the gospel. But last night, Cord and a couple other of us guys got together, and what Cord's calling an adventure night, and we went out here in our city in Athens, Texas, and shared the good news about Jesus and just showed the love of Jesus here in our city. And we've talked about it too much. We've talked about it enough. Now we're going to do it. We're going to do it here in our city, and we're praying and believing that hearts are going to be restored here in Athens, and that people are going to be coming to Jesus, and there's going to be a revival. And that's all you got to do. That's who he sent. He sent us. He sent us to go tell the good news. So it just fired us up. It's exciting news. And we love doing it, and there's going to be more to come. So anybody who wants to join in the future coming up, we're going to be going out here in this city and surrounding cities, just sharing the love of Jesus. So it's good stuff, man. It's good stuff.
Yeah, so one of the people that we rolled up on, he and his wife were in an argument, and you could kind of tell. We were like, "Ooh, should we go? Should we not go?" They were at a gas station, and we're like, "Does Jesus have restrictions?" No. Okay, we're going. And so we show up. It was really funny. I felt really protected. Besides like having angels protecting us, we had a friend named Nate in the car, and we were in my little car, and he was like bigger than the car. And so I was like, I feel protected. I roll the window down, and they don't only see me, they see my guy in the back taking care of me. But anyways, or taking care of us. But so we share with this guy. And the Lord just revealed that he had a suicidal spirit in my heart, and so I asked him about it, and he said he did. And so it was just really cool to see him and his wife get touched. Got another word for a family about a lady with anxiety, and God confirmed that too. And so it was just really awesome. So we just hope and pray that y'all step out. If you want to be a part of this, let us know. We will be, I guess, advertising it soon. But we just want you to step out. Step out at work, step out at home, step out at Brookshire's, at Walmart, wherever it is. It doesn't have to be like planned. It's just, let's go and share the gospel with my neighbor, with whoever I come into contact today. So anyways, we love you guys. We're thankful that you're here at church with us, and we pray that you're blessed today and you'll be a blessing. Thanks, guys.